Hi guys, welcome to this intro of how my fursuit was made. A friend of mine referred me to this fursuit creationist, so I contacted her. She explained to me what a ref was for a fursuit design, and so we started working on some ideas. This was the idea that we ended up with for my Persona ref. Because at this time, this was my first Persona Con, I also saw furries wearing badges, and I was like, Moon, I need a badge for my PersonaCon. And so she decided to look up some ideas and went with this. And eventually she finished it. April 20th, I'm at PersonaCon, and I go up to my friend's Moon's room. And she made me this cute little art that I still have hanging on my wall. It was so adorable. It was me and her PersonaCon that she made. April 28th, she finally decided to order the fur next week for me. And she was like, what tail would you like? And I was like, well, I want the same size as Lycanroc. So it was a little nubby tail. And so she gave me an image of what it was going to be like, the dimensions and everything else with it. And I was like, that works for me. And so she started out with the colors that she ordered, which is going to be this color. And then she finally gave me a sketch of it the day after. It wouldn't be until May 16th she actually got to cutting out the design and ready for sewing. And it turned out really, really well. She sewed actually really fast. It took only about 1 day to do it. So May 17th, she sent me the actual final design. So you know how you're excited, especially with me with video editing, where you're like on a roll and you're consistently on a roll and getting stuff done. I feel like this is what was happening with Moon. That she was super excited to get my project finished, that she started doing all these parts of my bodies finally. So it only took her about a couple weeks later and she did my paws, and they turned out really, really nice. And then about a month later, she has finished my feet. And it would be exactly 12 days later that she started working on the entire head project. I was waiting a few months and she finally finished the head. She started doing accessories because of me. And she'd never done a Pokeball necklace. And I was like, I want a Dusk Ball for my Lycanroc. This is how it turned out. And my entire fursuit looks like this. Thank you so much, Moonbeam, for doing all this, putting all this time in, months and months of effort of your work. If I ever need another fursuit, it's going to be from you. Thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Bye, everyone.